You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch. You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch. How you niggas don't be knowing you got riders? No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Stop playing with her heart, don't play with a pussy. Busted her mama seat then fall asleep watching movie. Take her on trips, give her dick, remind her how she the shit. When she lick her lips with your hips, let her know. You know she got the juice from your head to your shoe. She always coming through, don't know what you would do. Late night, she'll call just to check up on you. Ride with you and your beef, clutching Westin' on them. And when the people asking questions, she ain't saying shit. Cause she the wrong young chick that be playing with. I know she ain't always right. Yeah, we all got our issues, but when you down and on your dick, she the only one rocking with you. Feed you dinner, give you pussy. She a different type of chick. You can't treat her like a thot, she need some different type of dick. You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch. You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch.
I need that pure shit, Gucci, Dior shit, that ride or die vibe, that old school Bonnie and Clyde, that's how we slide, up and down the interstate. You not a snack, you a dinner plate, tip for leap for the steak and lobster, politic with the goons and mobsters, secure the bag like Hov and B, get locked, she console a G, she gon' ride with a nigga, she gon' die with a nigga, if it's smoke, she gon' slide with a nigga, that's G shit, she gon' die with a nigga, if it's smoke, she gon' slide with a nigga.
You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch. You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch.
The G got at me cause he know he saw the chosen one. I holler back cause I knew he was a righteous one. Years later with thick as thieves, yeah, the bond is strong. He bends me over, fucks it up until the sun comes up. He got a rider and he knew it from the very start. Fuck with my king, best believe I'm gonna set it off. This ain't no fairy tale, bet this is real life. If you mess with mine with no remorse, I'm cutting off your life. Rider, you got a queen boss beside ya. Ain't no other way, I'm with you till our time is up. That do his part, he's a major piece to my heart. Long strokes, hand on my throat, back shots, he love this ball.
You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch. You say tell you how you know you gotta ride. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same bitch. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch. You say tell you how you know you gotta ride her. No matter what, don't you see her right beside you? Do all the changes, she gon' be the same chick. Pulling your coattail, make sure you ain't on no lame bitch.
Yes. We here. We live. It's Wednesday. I know y'all missed us last Wednesday, but it wasn't none of your business. We had a ratchet day off, okay? So we back in effect. One more again. Head down, popping on the handstand up in here on Wednesday. All right, so let's get it popping. Put your right hand up. Put your left hand up. Put your right hand up. Put your left hand up. 1, 2, 3. Ratchet. Okay. Sounded the damn ratchet alarm. Okay. We in the building at the top, up there in the starting position. We got none other than my mother blucker, Jazzie motherfucking J in the building. And over here looking elegant. Okay. Over here looking elegant and intelligent. Let's give it up for Miss Ange. Now see, look. Right next to me. Okay, my rider right here. You know what I'm saying? Right next to me in the building. We got one who went from a guest to a permanent. She done took this motherfucker over. Let's give it up for the one, the only, Mama OG. Hey. And your drunk ass uncle with the Hennessy and Patron mixed together.
Hey.
Uncle Casey, this motherfucker. Don't care nothing about my kidneys at all, okay? Well, so let's get ratchet in this motherfucker. 1, 2, 3. Ratchet. So how y'all doing? How y'all been? Okay. This is hashtag face card never decline squad. Okay. We got the baddest over here. Okay. They righteous and they ratchet. Okay. They up in the building. Okay. How y'all been? How y'all ratchetness been? Okay. How the ratchetology been up in here?
All right. Just all right.
It's all right. Fuck it.
We've been ready.
She speaks for us. We've been all right. And you've been all right also?
Yes, sir. Always. Ain't got no choice.
Okay. So now we're about to get on this ratchet docket. This ratchet docket right here. Mama OD, how you been?
I don't know what happened. Hey, I've been all right. Just
what's your ratchet ass? How you been with your
okay, I've been good. Been good, just chilling, you know.
Chilling like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker, you know.
Okay. That's what it is.
Just enjoying your life, okay?
That's usual. What it is. I love it. So this ratchet docket, we got some things to discuss. Ratchet current events, and the thing that's most currently fucking up the atmosphere and fucking up people's intelligence model is this ratchet realities, this splitting the bill 50-50 bullshit that is happening. Folks are sword fighting, dying. If you broke to say that type of shit, so I'm gonna go to the ratchet board here and play this ratchet ass video, and y'all let me know what's going on.
It's 50-50 in the relationship. 50-50 spending, 50-50 taking care of all responsibilities, 50-50 taking care of the kids. Why is this 50-50 thing been so prominent, and why does it not work for both men and women?
All right, so as far as why it has risen to prominence is, again, I think it's just fight for equality. We're fighting so hard and we're losing sight of the bigger picture of balance. Balance is what we need for success, not equality in the relationship. And I would argue that equality in the relationship does not actually exist. Because if you were to examine 50-50 relationships, what you will find is over time, it's going to shift to one person doing more than the other. And I would argue 90% of the time, it's the woman doing more than the guy. Because think about this. The mindset of the man who wants to do 50-50 is very different than the man who's so in love with this woman that he wants to provide for her. His willingness to even accept 50-50, he's gonna be reluctant to do that. It's kind of like going on a date with a guy and one guy's down to pay Dutch and the other guy's like, don't take your card out, I got this. They already have a very different mindset. So that guy who's open to 50-50 from the jump, the chances that he's gonna change later on and wanna take on more is not likely. He's gonna get comfortable in that 50-50 or do even less. Also, consider this. Even when we say 50-50 on the bills, 50-50 on the bills, in my opinion, would be 20% of your income, 20% of their income. That's not what a lot of people do. The mortgage is, let's say, $1,500 and we split it 750, but the guy, let's just say, makes $80,000. The woman makes $40,000. Right. That's not equal. Right. You see what I'm saying? She's making a much bigger sacrifice than he is. Right. That alone eliminates this idea that it's 50-50.
What about the whole raising the kids thing of like, you gotta, you know.
Exactly, raising the kids. Now, of course, are there scenarios where sometimes it's the man who ends up doing more? Absolutely. But in most cases, the woman naturally gravitates to being the one who handles the kids more. That's what you're gonna find. So again, you're gonna start to see it get skewed in certain areas to where you're not maintaining this 50-50. But then if we go deeper into why this doesn't work. So one, it doesn't work because it's not really sustainable in the vast majority of cases. I'm not saying no one's ever pulled it off, But in majority of cases, it doesn't work. Number two, there was a study that shows, I believe it was a study, that said egalitarian relationships are like the most sexless marriages or the most sexless relationships.
Egalitarian meaning like
equal.
50-50
equal, you know what I'm saying?
Sexless.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because basically you're neutralizing the masculine and feminine polarity.
The polarity of it.
Exactly. It's now just neutral.
Flat.
It's flat. It's not, there's no excitement there. There's nothing there. It kind of reminds me of this guy. I don't want to put him on black. I don't know his name, so I guess I could say it. There was this guy on Twitter, I think it was like late last year, and he posted that how his wife just came home from like a 16-hour shift or something crazy like that, and here she is shoveling the snow in the driveway, and how he's so proud of her. Let me get her coffee ready. And the commenters ate him up. Like, they went in. But, in his mind, we're equal, we're 50-50. Look at her doing all these things. But in reality, if a woman has to come home to a man that puts her in that position all the time, doesn't step up, she's gonna start to lose attraction. And you're, again, overburdening the woman. What a man has to understand, and it's actually mentioned in the book, The Way of the Superior Man,
yes,
where he says, don't make your woman your everything. I think what men underestimate is that women are in their head a lot. They're constantly thinking, constantly processing. So if too much is on her plate, she becomes mentally exhausted, mentally worn down. Yes. So when the woman says, I'm too tired for sex, the man thinks, well, you weren't doing nothing all day. Her mind was a million different places all day. By the time she got to this moment, she does not have the energy. When the mind goes, the body goes with it. So when you put too much in front of her, you are taking away her ability to thrive in certain areas. So as the book mentioned, you want to identify as a man, what do I need most from her? What's going to be most important from me? Let's now hone in on those things and find someone else to take care of the rest. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. There will be men who want you.
All right, high points, low points, thoughts, perspectives. Was he telling the truth? Was he on some bullshit? Let's get the real deal. Let's get the real deal, okay?
Was he?
I mean, that's some valid point.
Very much so. Very much so. I've actually just had this conversation with my husband a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago. Like that's crazy.
So tie the 50-50
not the 50-50 conversation now.
In the perspective in regards to what he's saying in the video. What's your thoughts on the 50-50 thing as a whole? What was he talking about? Was his analysis correct in regards to women, or was he reaching? Like, what's the skinny on the whole thing? What's your thoughts on 50-50 as a whole, and then what he was talking about in the video, and his thoughts and ideas in his mind? Because in his mind, he think he's speaking facts. Okay, so educate us on the real deal. We heard his summation in regards to what he thought. So what's the real deal?
Yeah, I think he was pretty on point as far as when he's speaking on women, right? And I believe wholeheartedly about what he say, egalitarian. Yeah. Egalitarian. There we go. My tongue wasn't even trying to do it today. But the egalitarian for real. I was like, being the most sexless relationship, right? Because I know that if I this what I do all day, and women, y'all know we reign over the spiritual realm. You feel me? And men, they reign over the physical realm. So we in that motherfucking mode all day. Yeah, we could do shit, but we doing this all day, all night, don't stop.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, and it's exhausting. So if I gotta think for you too, no, you can't get no ass. I'm tired. I'm not trying to suck nothing. I'm not trying to fuck nothing. I'm good. And you know me personally, I don't believe in 50-50. I believe it's 100-100. You do 100 in what you good at doing, I'm doing 100 at what I'm good at doing. And if we both have our roles and they established, it shouldn't be no problems. You know, I'm not giving I don't want 50%, nigga. I want 1,000%. Fuck you talking about? Put 1,000,000% into me, and I'm gonna put 1,000,000 back into you. You know, but I always believe that I guess I'm old school. I feel like the man's supposed to lead, right? So you show me first. Show me your 100 first. Then you get my 100. You know, you earned my 100. You feel me? And that's kind of how I feel about it. You know, a nigga don't have to agree, they don't have to like it, but that's the standard for being with me, because I know what I'm offering. You came to me 9 times out of 10. You try to holler at me 9 times out of 10. So if you're the one pursuing me, you the one got to prove to me that it's worth my time and energy. You feel me? But I believe your boy on point, you know, and I feel like people that make it work, they make it work, but it's never a 50-50. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like somebody doing half and somebody doing the other half. Like he said, I don't believe it's that, but I believe everybody have their own dynamic of what percentage, you know, how their percentages, you know, how everybody make that complete circle for their relationship.
Jazzie?
Me personally, like I said, he has some valid points, but I believe whatever works for your relationship, because what may work for that relationship may not work for yours. You know, there's some, now I have old school values to a degree, but I mean, what works in my marriage may not work for you. So, and I mean, that's across the board. Now, you know, they might say that, you know, the wife is supposed to do all the women things, such as, you know, the washing the dishes, the groceries, the cooking, the tending to the kids and all that. And the man is supposed to do all the manly stuff, such as like the shoveling the snow or fixing the stuff outside. Me, I've done all of that. I can do my own thing. So it's not like I can't do it. Sometimes I don't even mind doing it, you know, however, but that's me. But he did have some good points. You know, like I said, it's to each his own. I'm not really totally against it.
Miss Ange?
Oh shit. I'm actually with both of y'all. But like more specifically, like Jazz say, everything that work in my relationship might not work in yours. So, like here, I don't want to say it's 50-50 because we both do everything the same. So if we both giving everything we got, then we doing exactly what Mama OD said.
It's 100.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah,
when it
that's
comes
what
to
I feel
50-50,
it should be.
Yeah. So
yeah.
When the 50-50, like I think the more so 50-50 thing with this new, I hate saying this new generation thing is, I hate saying it. It's more so bill wise. It's not who gonna wash the clothes and who gonna wash the dishes. It's more so is who gonna pay mortgage and who gonna pay light bill. You know what I'm saying? And you know, sometimes the wife may make more money than the husband.
Right.
And
most times,
if it works at your house, then it works at your house. And if it's not a problem at your house, then it's not a problem at your house. And I mean, but I think the problem more so becomes an issue when wife is doing everything, working, coming home, cleaning, cooking, taking care of the kids, stressed out all the time. Got to make sure, hey, can you please take the trash out? I asked you 6 times this week, take the trash out. That's when the lack of, oh my God.
But that goes back to, not to cut you off, but that goes back to what I always state I always make this statement on, it don't matter what show I'm on, to courting. If this is during that courting process, which we lack to have anymore, Because these motherfuckers don't know nothing about court, and all they know is a basketball motherfucking court. That's it. That's all they know. And half the time, they don't even be knowing their way around that motherfucker. So during the courting process is when you get to know who the fuck you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. That's your period to find out and have these type of conversations with that person. Like, hey, this is my values and this is my goals. This is what I'm looking for. And then they're supposed to reciprocate that back to you about themselves. And then y'all go on, or either y'all realize that, hey, this motherfucker is not for me.
And that's the problem. Motherfuckers be sticking with people that's not for them.
Right.
They be having all these talks and wasting all this fucking time because what a woman 9 times out of 10, the woman gonna be the one, oh, I could change him, or I could just adjust right now, and if I just do this, if I just do that. No, that I know I came in the last part, but goddamn it, you want
a person has to want to change for themselves, not that because you're changing them. And a lot of women get that misconstrued, like, oh, or even this is the one that majorly pisses me off. Oh, if I have this baby, everything will change. No, bitch, he still ain't shit, and the baby probably may not be shit down the road because the daddy ain't shit.
Nah, for real. I be on their ass about that shit, bringing in babies in this world. You don't even like the daddy, but you gonna have a baby with that motherfucker though. Don't even like kids. Don't like yourself half the time, but you.
Or the men too, because it could go for men too, because men be up here. Oh, I can't stand my baby mother. That bitch ain't shit. Well, you knew she won't shit when you laid down with her.
Okay.
Why did you reproduce?
Okay.
So where was the 50-50 in that motherfucking conversation?
Okay.
That's the only place where it exists. It don't exist any place else.
Right.
You can go half on the baby. Shout out to R. Kelly. R. Kelly said half on the baby.
And you see where R. Kelly fucking at? He half in a prison.
He's what?
Yeah, he 1,000% in the prison. Okay?
Right. Well, he in the halfway because he in button over. He in halfway.
So in that reality, that's the only reality right there where it's equal. It's not one over the other. That's it. That's the only space that it exists. Everything else is just my imagination. Okay? I would have hog-tied that dude and drug his ass down the street in that snow that he was talking about. Let me get her coffee ready. What the fuck is wrong with your mind? Like, what's wrong with your mind? Like, what is wrong with your mind? Oh, my wife come home from a 16-hour shift. I ain't shoveled the snow. I'm recording this somehow, and people are watching this. This is okay. This is content. Oh, let me get her coffee ready.
You know what probably happened? She told his ass, shovel that damn snow out that driveway, so when I get home, there's snow not out there. And when she got home, that snow was still in that damn driveway.
So she said, fuck.
Now it's the fuck off, and I'm finna go shovel it my damn self. Say something to me. Don't say something to me. Don't touch me. Don't speak to me for the next 7 days.
And his ass went in the damn garage and made a damn video.
He made a video. Let me go get her coffee ready. That's the craziest shit in the universe, but that's somehow. Like, where could you get that from? You see what I'm saying? Where could you get that from? All of the other things in regards to analogies, you draw an inference from it. This guy's a motivational speaker, clearly public speaker. So after being around in certain places, you pick up certain things. But some of that stuff, like you go into studies and you think it was a study. And I'm not going to say this dude's name, but it was on TikTok. Like all of these things, like what are you drawing from? It was too much in that regard. Like, so you like, what are you doing? So you on there with some white dude and you trying to like culture explain to this guy who don't got no concept of what you talking about. He's like, so it's out there, I guess. So what are we talking about? And then he goes to doing that. So I'm looking at that shit like, what is all this extra?
I would like to know if that guy was married.
Right.
I would like to know if he was married. That the guy that made the video, was he married?
His name is Shelton. I watch him all the time. I think his name is Shelton. Let me look it up. I watch him. He's been doing
Ange watch everything, so she look. That's the fact checker.
What's his name? What's his full name?
That's the ratchet fact checker right there.
Let me look.
She got you in 2 seconds. So yeah, what I'm saying in regards to when you out here trying to please the crowd and work the room, so to speak, in a virtual space, you could come up with what points that might seem valid. Egalitarianism, he used the term, but egalitarianism in our cultural society is due regard is given to what every person in the household provides, just like what everybody in the village provides. So we give due regard or due respect to that. So he used it in egalitarianism and then said sexless. Sexless, instead of just saying, if this dude's a bum and he got you in a space where you got to do the brunt of the work, ain't nothing happening. You see what I'm saying? Like he kind of honed in on it later, but he used the term to describe something where there's due regard for everybody in the house and equated it to a situation where everybody ain't doing everything in the house. So if he's doing what he's supposed to do and he's 100% vested in that, she's doing what she's supposed to do, she's 100% vested in that, and the family's doing what they're supposed to do as a unit, that's egalitarianism. So due regard is to what everybody offers, what everybody brings, whatever their strengths are, to support the upward mobility of the family unit. Versus just saying, okay, this egalitarianism, there's a term that's thrown out there. So now you equating egalitarianism, if I'm equal, then this shit means sexless. You understand what I'm saying? So no, if you putting her in the role, like what he was saying at the beginning, if you putting her in the role outside of the role that she's designed for, yeah, fuck you, dude. You're not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if she gotta be out there shoveling snow, it better not be a motherfucking able-bodied anything in the house. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she got to be out there in the snow doing, like, fuck your life. You understand? Like, what is your existence for? Unless you rolling out there in the wheelchair and you going up trying to shovel in the wheelchair, like, what are you doing? Able-bodied, content creating, what mind do you have to exist to say this is what the standard is in your house? Are you telling the world this is the standard in your house? I understand that roles are not fixed. Egalitarianism also works in that way to where, okay, if I'm not in this situation to be able to do this, I'm providing 100% in this way. So, but if he's the homemaker, quote unquote, in that way, and he's providing in that way, then the motherfucking, she shouldn't be have to come off the road that she's in and do something additional when your ass seen that snow all day, fam. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it ain't make no sense. It make no sense.
So what you saying is that, let me break it down, make sure I'm getting a clear understanding, because I'm feeling you and you making my brain like. So you saying that old boy using this word egalitarian, he's like doing how they do, like putting a connotation with that word now.
He's weaponizing it, is what he's doing.
There we go. Perfect. And that's exactly what I was gonna say. Where now the real, because this sounds like what we should be doing. Everybody should be putting, like we all said, what works at your house works at your house, but you should still be putting 100% of whatever your role is as a wife, whatever you and your husband, you and your partner, you and your family have decided everybody's role is. You should be putting 100% into your role, period. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that sound like what we need. And so are you saying like, okay, we not fucking with dude, right? Because he has some valid points, but it's little, it's always subtle little programs where they trying to fuck everybody mind up and stir the crowd. You feel what I'm saying? In a certain direction. So you saying by him mixing these principles together, that it's gonna start steering people down that clash that us women and men always seem to. That's what the war really about. Don't got shit to do with black, white. It's about men and women, because together we gods together. You get what I'm saying? We create, make shit happen. So I totally understand that, but you got my brain like, yo, you know, oh, it's always some shit.
Yeah, because it sounds good, and it sounds like the likeness that you need in regards to raising awareness until you get to this point. Like, hold on, fam, what was the reason for that? This is optimal. Why would you use a term that's optimal to describe what's optimal,
negative, right?
and then give it negative connotation? You're on mute, Jazz. Look, you going off. Hold on. What you saying?
I said it sounded like he was attacking women when it came to his point blank period.
But at the beginning, it sounded like he was trying to actually big the women up. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right, and then it steered off.
Bullshit, and then he came back at the end with the cleanup. So they really be playing games. You see what I'm saying? They really be playing games with the nuanced speech. And for him to do that in front of this white dude, it's another way to be like, I'm checking the box over here with this bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, that's an issue. That's an issue. Egalitarianism don't work like the way he's presenting it. He's presenting it in a way to give a false narrative.
There we go, the false narrative.
Yeah.
And they said weaponizing.
Yeah, and it's couched
unity,
in good
pretty
language. It sounded like it was good because you're like, yeah, he had some valid points, but he invalidated all those points when he weaponized the word, like you were saying, Jazz, in a way where it's misused. So the only thing you're gonna take away from it is a word that you didn't understand in the first place. Egalitarianism means this. Now, you ain't gonna look it up, you ain't gonna research it. You be like, ain't no way in hell I'm doing that. So your mind is clouded with that bullshit because egalitarianism for him equals sexless. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, well, fuck egalitarianism. I'm gonna do me, she gonna do her, and then we're gonna perpetuate the cycle because that justifies his existence versus saying, no, this is what this says. So you should have did a little due diligence with that bullshit he was talking on the end for that.
Crazy.
So I got one more. What the hell is this? I got one more video, but I need a second. So, Jazzy, if you got something in the meantime,
yeah.
Docket.
All right, let me ask a question. This is a ratchet docket question. Okay, let me give y'all the scenario. Imagine after sex, a guy or a girl, in your case, KB, pulls out their little notepad and crosses your name out. What would you think? What would be the first thing that came to mind?
Hey,
I'm gonna laugh. Like, what the fuck is
that? Hey.
Yo,
I told y'all a scenario when Dungeon was on here that I was the name on the list. You see what I'm saying? I was the name on the list, but so was my crew. So you meet a bunch of girls. See, look, I saw something earlier. I laughed at it. And one of my god sisters was like, "Girls talk too, men." So if she got with you and she cut your ass off, it's because your shit was trash, and she told the crew your shit was trash. You was out of there. So the things that you might ascribe to yourself, where you thinking like, okay, this is what we do. We homie crew, they homie crew. We seen them, they seen us, and we thought we went through the crew went through us. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we all sitting at my homegirl house and shit. She like, let's not act like everybody here ain't fuck everybody here. Get over that shit. Like everybody here fucked everybody here. So literally that was the discussion. Like that was the icebreaker because we in there looking like, damn, we here and ran through everybody. Like, no, everybody ran through us. So she broke that shit down, was like, yo, I told my homegirls, when I fucked you, it was this. When I fucked you, it was this. When I fucked you, it was this. So that's what that shit was. It was like, that's why they had to try you out. So that it really wasn't nothing like that. So that name on the list shit is like, in this scenario, like, this is real life shit. So you run up on a motherfucker who carry it like that, then that's what it is. It don't have to be something else that's, connected to it in that way.
Yeah.
Because they got these fixed shit where they like, oh, men do it just because it's a nut and like a woman can't do it. Like, fam, you better sit your ass down somewhere and realize that's what that shit was. That was the whole boomerang shit. You see what I'm saying? That's what the whole boomerang shit was about. Really, in all actuality, it was like, okay, you got an alpha male and an alpha female type situation, and I just use that term because that's a colloquial term. He was out there and he was at the top of his game doing what he needed to do, and so was she. So when she put that on him, it was just like a thing where that was it. And he up there like, I'm saying, like, we need to do this again. And that. Nah, ain't none of that shit. So he just was another nigga on the hit list. How the song go? He's just another nigga on it. That's it. Stop playing, man. Like, all right. Better be glad you was on the list, man. So me, hey, I wanted to be in the number when the Saints went marching in. Right on in, okay? You march in, march your ass out. You ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. Write my name on the list, off the list. Shoot, done deal. Okay, it's a wrap.
My nosy ass. I want to see the rest of the list. Who on this list?
That part. Who else? Who was the first one on the list?
I can care less.
What number do I fall at? Where am I at? And what's my rating?
Hey, look, Tommy Strong in the courtroom on Martin. Okay,
right, got the draws. She got the panty draws.
What does he said? It's got the draws. Damn it, it's got the draws. He said, yo, you got on the phone like, yo, he fired. It's got the draws. Like, so,
right.
Hey, it is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Who I want to know what's my rating? Who
else? I ain't worried about the
list. And that would have been my
what rating. They say in the award show. It's just an honor being nominated. It's just an honor being nominated. Okay.
I want to thank Black Jesus. I want to thank. But yeah, so also on the docket, menstrual.
Miss Ange. Don't be playing now.
Also on the docket.
You ain't had nothing to say.
What was y'all reaction? We got Mama OD reaction. What's your reaction? What would have been your reaction to it?
I told you. Oh, you talking about this? Okay.
Yeah, talking about her. We got you on the same wave as I'm on. So
I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that.
What? With them taking out a notepad?
Yeah, I'm on a list of people.
That's gonna make you feel dirty, don't it? Kind of make you feel dirty.
Yeah, like, because the thing is, you could have said this the entire time. Why is it that after we have sex, you put on a list when you could have told me, hey, you've been on this list that I've been trying to mark off, and I could just be like, well, let's
you can't say nothing. Man, I'm not telling no dude.
It's the feeling of conquering that person while you don't tell them. You feel me? You manipulated or finessed your way into it.
It's a feeling.
That's why it's a win.
2 black eyes. Two, because I'm hitting you right here. Boop. That's what I'm hitting you. Because
everybody got a list. Everybody had a list. And sometimes in your life, everybody, men and women, have a list. Who was your top 3 people that you want to do or screw? Everybody got a list. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody has a list. Like, this is who I want to do. Even if you were single, you got a list somewhere.
I don't have a list. I don't have a list.
I'm weak.
Oh Lord.
No.
She said
But
1, 2, 3, 4 female.
Now that
That's
y'all
what she said.
say this,
1, 2, 3,
but
4 female.
I'm gonna pull out
Now I
the
want to know. Now I want to know if your body count low.
I'm weak.
For you to be like, oh my god.
Yeah, it is low.
I ain't gonna be in your business.
Yo,
I wasn't gonna be in your business here, but
that
that just
because
made me curious.
Yeah.
It just
Mine?
made me curious.
Mine?
Yeah, you don't have to answer. I promise you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell
What's
me. I
mine?
just was
nobody
curious.
got to answer their body count, but
She was about
I'm
to.
30.
She was about to.
Okay.
I just asked if it was low.
It is.
You ain't gotta put no number.
It's
You ain't
very
gotta
low.
put no number.
It's very low.
Very low. I could tell when you was like, I was like, yeah, she feel dirty. Like she just
That's it.
smacked the whore.
hey, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It ain't what you do, it's how you do. That's my motto. It ain't what you do, it's how you do. Listen. The whole body count thing just blows me the fuck. Like it really blows me. Like it really do, because like the double standard that motherfuckers put up with this shit, like it just blows the fuck out of me.
Exactly. That's what I be saying. The fuck. You worried about how many people I had sex with when I started having sex in the 12th grade? When you was having sex in the 6th grade? You know me.
Just tell them it's high. Just be like, my number high as hell. You trying to fuck or what? You trying to get married or not?
I'll tell you right quick. Do you need my whole facts? Because I'll fax it over. I'll send you my whole facts.
Don't you give a whole facts.
Shit. Everybody.
They don't want no virgins anyway. Nobody want no virgin anyway. They want freaks. They want nasty bitches. Everybody love hoes. So that's
even the ministers.
Let's call them experienced. Okay, you got to go out and get your experience. Look at yes.
Seasoned.
Yes, praise God. Okay, won't she do it? Because look, tell you something.
Not praise God. Oh my God.
Praise God, won't she do it? You understand what I'm saying to you?
Right.
Because the right woman will change your life on every level.
Okay.
That's just how it goes. Like the right woman will change your life on every level. And the inverse is true. She could be right in every category, and then she can't satisfy you. You're gonna be in the street. You're gonna fuck up 95% for 5%.
I feel like immature people like worry about a body count. Like I really feel like
because what count as high? What count as
what's the limit?
What's the limit?
There ain't none. Sex is sex.
People,
enjoy sex.
Right.
All I'm saying is
how they
rather enjoy it with one
when you out here
person.
doing research and gathering intel and getting your stuff together, like that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. You don't just go buy a house, you rent shit. You go rent. So if you renting houses, if you want a house,
you
ain't just about to see the first house you see you fall in love with. Okay, that's out of there.
No, I want some crown molding and shit. What the fuck? Give me the experience.
No,
old decorative shit. Give it.
That was not a good. That was not an analogy. Rental cars, maybe, but not a whole house.
Yes. If you're gonna be committed, because you committed to a mortgage for 30 years, unless you know some truth. All right. Let's not get that fucked up. Unless you know some truth, you committed to a mortgage. That's somebody's whole life. We're in 2024. Somebody was born in 1994. That's 30 years. You done had this mortgage for 30 years for a house that wasn't shit. Okay, you in a relationship with this damn note. You bonded to this motherfucker, and that's because you seen the trimmings and you ain't know nothing about a house. You just went up in the house. It's like, I'm a homeowner, and the foundation cracking and the roof be fucking up.
Right, you ain't know what to look for.
Rain. No, you out of there. No, you rent a house. You see what happens with a house. You know what repairs look like.
What's that show called on HGT? Good Bones. I gotta go into knowing you got some good bones and good skin in the motherfucking game. Right. I don't want no virgin. Fuck out of here.
You just popped up at the house and was like, I love it. We'll take it.
If I gotta teach you in the bedroom, I'm first of all, I didn't sign up to be a teacher. Okay, I'm not.
Nope.
What the fuck I look like bringing a blackboard and some chalk and an eraser? My name is Mrs. Sexitude. No, we're not doing none of that. You better come correct, sir.
That turned me into Dom mode. Like,
okay, I need you correct. I need you with a fitted on with your Timbs on and dick out. That's what I need. Let's get it
done. What the fuck?
Did you say your Tim's on and dick out?
Yes. And this is for my New York fucking bitches. When I say Tim's on, my bitches know with me. Tim's on, fitted hat, blow my back out. You know what I'm talking about.
That's it.
Sure,
That's
ain't no
shame.
shame.
Okay. That's it. Because what else are you doing?
And not no lugs. Don't come with no lugs on, nigga. Your ass going back where you came the fuck from. Okay.
Lugs. Not the lugs. No lugs.
But yeah.
Lugs.
I just that shit just blows the fuck out of me. Like, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. If you as long as you protecting yourself and
what if you have some Gore-Tex on?
It is what it is.
What if you have some Gore-Tex on?
Gore-Tex.
I just feel like it shouldn't matter what.
Even though they were fire, but what'd you say, Ange?
I just feel like it shouldn't matter what somebody else does with their tunchi or they ding dong.
Listen, I don't be giving a fuck what you did. As long as you clean.
Like, you don't smell like 2 days ago.
That is not on the interview intake form. Okay?
Right.
If you asking that, you dealing with some insecurities, you dealing with some other shit that can't nothing fix. You need to fix that yourself.
Right.
You need to fix some of that with yourself. Now, if we discussing shit like soul ties and all this other shit, now that's something.
That's a different conversation. That's different.
That's not the same as partners. We discussing soul ties. If you on some other imbalance and that other
that's a more deeper
we're not
conversation,
dealing,
a more valid conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna see that.
Right. I can get with that conversation, but if you just want some shit like, I don't want to feel like I'm throwing a hot dog down the hallway, well, motherfucker, go to the next building, because it ain't, get the fuck on. What we talking about?
Your sister finally shut up. You late, damn it. Where you been?
She been here this whole time. She been here the whole time.
She ain't said nothing. She late.
You got your video ready, or you want me to go to the next one on the docket?
Let me do this real quick, and then we go back to the docket, because the docket better than the video. But
You're going to have a problem if you have this idea of 50-50. It doesn't exist.
We have to understand that marriage is never 50-50. I have found that if you stick with it, over the course of your entire relationship, you may have 50-50 over time. But if I look over my marriage, if I were to judge it in year 5 or year 10, there was never 50-50.
There is no 50-50. Honestly, someone is always maybe doing that little bit more in this area, but someone else is doing more in another area. Now, guys, in this video today, I'm going to be talking about this idea of equality in marriage and relationships and 50-50. Let me give an example of me and my husband. We have a son. My husband works outside of the home. I am a stay-at-home mum now. So our roles are different. Our responsibilities, our division of labor when it comes to our son is different. I'm more at home. Our son spends more time with me overall because I'm always there. But if we were to then think about how he's providing for us financially, then actually he's doing his own part for the child, because that's what pays for milk, that's what pays for this. In different areas in the family life or in marriage, you're going to not always be a 50-50. I agree with Michelle Obama. Just get rid of this notion of 50-50, because you're going to have a problem if you have this idea of 50-50. It doesn't exist. It never has existed.
There were times when I felt like I was 70% in and he was doing 30%. because of the choices that I made in the terms of how I wanted our family to look.
Yeah.
I had to take my foot off of my career gas pedal, never putting on the brake, but slowing up a little bit. Those are the natural compromises that are required. And I feel bad when I see young people giving up on their relationships because there are periods of hard.
Unfortunately, so many people get so wrapped up in this 50-50 equality idea that they are actually walking out of good, healthy relationships that could be good, healthy relationships because they've consumed this idea that things didn't feel 50-50, I had to leave. Actually, letting go of this idea of 50-50 is probably going to be one of the best things you can do if you want to have a successful marriage or relationship. There's no need to kind of be fact checking like, oh, hey, I did this. You need to do your 50, because in the end, you start to actually become colleagues and you're fighting to make sure that one, we're on an equal salary, and two, we're doing the exact same roles so that none of us feels like, hey, we're not getting paid the same or whatever. But when you go into marriage, you're not going in as this is my colleague, you're going in as this is my lover, this is my teammate, this is the person who's got my back, this is the person who I'm gonna do life with forever. We're trying to win at life together. We're trying to win in building our family together. So whoever has to pick up a bit more of the slack when someone's feeling a little low, tired, exhausted, depressed, whatever's gonna come along in life, that's just how it's going to be. We can't be looking at like, we need to make sure there's this 50-50 always. It's rubbish. I realize that people don't actually want to hear the real truth when it comes to marriage.
Marriage gets stressful because you talk about this equality thing going on until the babies come. It's like, I was still the one, it's like he changes a diaper and everybody cheers.
Cheers, yes.
Like, oh, he's such a good husband.
Yeah.
While I'm still setting up day camp and daycare and the well child visits and the dentist and doctor's appointments and the babysitters. Somebody gets sick, who has to take off work? Ooh, it's me.
I'm just really grateful that Michelle Obama is actually openly talking about the truth, the reality of marriage, and not the idea of marriage, because the idea of marriage is nothing like the reality of marriage. And every marriage is different, but every marriage, if you want it to be a successful marriage that is lifelong, it takes absolute work, absolute commitment, total patience, and a willingness to compromise and even sometimes sacrifice for the greater good.
Marriage is a choice. It's a choice that you make every day, because you don't do it because it's easy. You do it because you believe in it. You believe in the other person. And ladies, gentlemen, that's why it's so important to marry somebody that you respect.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you agree. Can marriage be 50-50? Is marriage...
I told you that the Ratchet docket was better than the video, okay? But I played the video.
I mean, Michelle Obama had it right.
Yeah, it should have been a Michelle Obama video without homegirl in the background doing the extraness. But
yeah, sister too much. But
just not the video in the comments and the video. And shout out to Mama OG and Miss Ange and Jazzie J and something for the culture.
Let's get some tea and crumpets.
Yeah.
Now that video made me have some questions though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say marriage not my I don't have all the experience there, right? Because I'm a pimp, so that's what I do with niggas. I don't think that's something that's I want to do. You get what I'm saying? I wanna have what I wanna have type shit. So my questions is like she said something about role, responsibilities, and division of labor, right? So that shit got me to thinking like, well, are men and women equal? Or how do we compare unequal roles if we're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why that dude, when he was saying that word egalitarianism, like I knew it meant equal rights, but I didn't look it up. You know, I ain't never, well, back when I was reading Animal Farm type shit, but it's like I wanted to see, you know what I'm saying? Because I still, it some shit don't make sense to me, right? About what it means to be equal to somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't do the same things biologically. You feel me? There's things that men can do that we can't do, and there's definitely things that we can do that men can't do. You feel what I'm saying? So should the role really be in the forefront when we're talking about relationships, or should our goals be at the forefront? You feel what I'm saying? And like she was saying, we working towards something together. You feel me? Because regardless if you marry, you got a partner, you fucking with 10 niggas, you should be working towards something for yourself, for your community, something, right? So maybe that's why this 50-50 shit is the distraction. You feel me? Because they getting people to try to compare what a role should be. You feel me? What a man can do, what a woman can do. Why do that fucking matter? Is the shit we doing towards something, or are we towards each other with the shit? You feel what I'm saying? We fighting each other like like each other is the problem when we are supposed to be tackling the problem together. You feel what I'm saying? Working together to tackle this problem. Okay, baby, you tall, you chop that nigga in his neck. I'm short, I'm gonna grab his nuts. You feel what I'm saying? But this whole 50-50 conversation, this whole what's equal type shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what's causing the society problems. You get what I'm saying? The rifts in why men and women can't come together peacefully and successfully long term as a unit type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always a constant pulling of, oh, well, we need to be like this, oh, we need to be like that type shit. But like, why we can't just be like, look, hey, what we trying to do is break away from this matrix, or what black men and black women so-called supposed to be doing is this right here. What we should be doing together, not what you should be doing as a man, not what I should be doing as a woman. That's my business. That's not your business. What I need to do as a woman, you mind your man business. You get what I'm saying? Us women could mind the women business, the men mind the men business. But when we together, this is the business. Y'all get what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yeah, I think what it is though, because we are in a point of time now where the roles have reversed, where you're having the women or wives or whatever that are the bread makers,
right?
And then you have some of these men that are the stay-at-home parents.
Right.
Now
we fought for that right though. Yeah, but
right.
So-called black women, all women, we fought for that right to be able to be equal to men and make money and do what men do. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. But I think what's happening is a lot of the younger generation, and this is because this 50-50 conversation didn't come up until just recently. This was not a thing until as recently with this generation. And it's because a lot of these young bitches and young niggas, sorry to say it like that, but I'm gonna keep it a band. Some of y'all don't even know how to fucking be in a relationship. Some of y'all don't even know how to have a friendship, much less be somebody's damn wife. Is the problem. Some of y'all bitches can't even take care of motherfucking gigapet. You understand what I'm saying? I took it all the way back. So you know, little pockets
get a gigapet.
Oh, fucking gigapet.
Tamagotchi.
Okay. That's the problem. The problem is
can't take care of
right. You jumping over. I'm skipping things, and you trying to get this out of this person, but you don't even know why or how to get it out of that person. Did you play your part? Did you do what you were supposed to do on your end? That way you don't even need to have this 50-50 conversation, because the 50-50 conversation is not a conversation that my era has, our era had. We never had
where women of substance have to have with men.
Right.
That's just the point. When
We
if you
never
have
had this
substance,
conversation.
I've
And
never
vice versa.
I've never had a nigga ask me what I bring to no table, or if I'm finna do nothing. Niggas just gonna do. Period.
You can see what I
They
bring
see
to the
how I'm
table.
living, and they
That's
gon'
104-year-old discussion of a defect. It literally go back to 1920. So it's 2024. So it's a 104-year-old discussion in the suffrage movement.
104-year-old discussion. So
We
it
got
must.
a lot of
It's
hurt
just now.
motherfuckers
It just
out there.
now coming to a peak. Then, if it's
Yes,
100 some years
yes,
old.
and the people along the way is collateral damage. They're being weaponized again in a plight where some things ain't up for discussion. There's no things that's up for discussion. Like
First of
we
all, there
suffered
should be
through.
you don't have to ask me what I'm bringing to the table. Back to what Mama OD said, because for one, you already see what I'm bringing to the table, which is why you approached me in the first damn place. So you already know what I'm bringing to the table. Yes, I might bring a damn chair and a tablecloth, but you're supposed to be bringing the damn plates and the silverware or whatever else. You're supposed to be adding to the motherfucking table like I'm adding to the damn table.
Right. How about we slide these tables together, nigga? Or
How about
clear
we put
all
them
this shit
together
up
and make a
and build
motherfucking
one
stage
together.
thing?
Yeah. Like, come on.
So,
To me, that's common sense. But like you said, it's common sense ain't too common these days.
it should be it should not be a conversation for 50-50. This is the most, I'm sorry, but that is the dumbest thing to me.
So what the lady described was egalitarianism and how it works in her house. The lady with the accent, the British lady.
Yeah.
She described how egalitarianism works in her house. But then she gave it a little bit of refinement. So it's not egalitarianism all the way around. It's egalitarianism in regards to due respect for the roles of what you provide. There's no way in the world he could work where he works and do what he does and does this. True. Now, this is a comparison to a lady who ran the country. In the background behind her husband. Her husband is the front face. She kept him all the way together. She kept him all the way together and kept that family all together, out of the news, out of the limelight. If that motherfucker would have coughed wrong, they would have drug his ass through the mud. So despite all of that, she was the driving force to keep his whole being together for him to be able to do what he needed to do for 8 years. That's at the highest level of the corporation, right? This is the highest level of the corporation. He's the CEO. He don't have to worry about anything else other than that, and she's guiding him through that. She's not out in the forefront doing all of that.
I'm sure she had a good team too.
What she needed to say, she said what she needed to say. You see what I'm saying? So that's the point right there. That's the point that don't get missed. He said one time, and I'll never forget this shit. They was at a restaurant in Chicago, and the owner of the restaurant, she knew him from back in the day. He came up, he hugged her, he kissed her, and was like, "Oh, whatever y'all want, it's on me. Y'all my special guest, blah, 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 blah." So Barack thought he was going to try some slick shit with her and said to her, "Well, if you married him, you would own half of this restaurant." And she looked at him and she said to him, "If I marry him, he would have been the president of the fucking United States." So he said he turned his volume all the way down and was like, "Damn, I would have motherfucker for real." You understand? Like, this is something different. This is something different. This is the point we missed. You start aspiring and all that shit, but you miss the true support system who supports you through the shit that the world can't see and you don't recognize. You see what I'm saying? So egalitarianism in due regard for what you actually provide. Fuck what you bring to the table. How long you gonna bring it to the table?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Don't do this shit like no job interview shit. You show up to the interview squeaky clean, but your ass after a couple of days at work, all of a sudden you coming in this motherfucker late.
Right. Or call it out.
Yeah, or call it the fuck out. Like, so don't front like you doing this. You know, show as you are. Show up as you are, and then you get to understand it. Don't show up with the representative on that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So this is something where she showed how egalitarianism worked in that way. And then to y'all point, the overarching point of tonight was it's 100%. So she's saying this shit fluctuate over time. If I looked at year 5 and year 10 versus now, she doing an analysis over a time period. So folks don't have a time period. So just like this agenda got pushed for 104 years, it's just now kind of taking shape and form, and it's divisive. It's not taking shape and taking form and it's adding value. It's extrapolating value. It's taking value away. So now you looking at this shit. You listening to somebody who drawing inference who don't like women, making up your mind about how you supposed to feel about or think about your woman. You crazy as hell. You see what I'm saying? So you like they don't like women. Like you hear them talking. Like nobody who loves women is talking like that or acting like that. You see what I'm saying? And then they don't give you no look into their private life, so you don't know if they being characters on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like you doing this camera shit, you talking this camera shit. What's real life for you?
Right.
What's real life? So all of that frustration and woman hurt and all this, you just need to be with a boyfriend some fucking way. Then that's what you need to do. Stop being out here purporting like you was doing something else. No, that's not what it is. So you can see them, you can see their mannerisms, you can see their rationale, you can see how they're very visceral with women. You can't love no woman in the space of if you adding something in regards to correction and all your mannerisms is like you want to kill her because you think you could be a better woman than her. I can see that shit, fam. I can see that. So now there's a space in the society for that shit. And it's not for the people, actually. It's for the people who capitalize off of that destruction. Because if everything was fine, if the relationships were working optimal, you wouldn't have no divorce court. You wouldn't have no lawyer, divorce attorney. You wouldn't have all of this shit that's associated with it. The therapist, the mediator, none of them would have a fucking job. So as long as these things become something that you can pull into and draw from, then these associations, these other corporations is in business. And, they're taking us to the bank with this bullshit.
Yeah, marriage, a business too, right? Signing them papers.
100%. And it ain't got nothing to do with you.
So that's why they feel like they can stir the narrative because they own people relationships. You feel me? That's kind of why I just been like, no, I don't know if I want to sign them. Now I done wrote some contracts up and you drink the blood, I drink the blood, and we gonna do it like that. But I just be like, it just be a little bit much for me. But I feel like that men and women need each other, period. I feel like that I take care of enough men, okay? But I feel like women out here who got you one and you taking care of him and he taking care of you and y'all making sure y'all doing right by these kids and do like that's what's needed. You feel me? That's what's needed, period. It needs to be healthy relationships between men and women. That's what needs to be shown and cultivated. It's healthy relationships, whether you just fucking or whether you in love. Like it needs to be healthy exchanges of energy going on between us skin folk. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think that's really the reason why listening to the fucking TV about how to take care of somebody else when you could just ask them what they need. It don't make no
exactly.
Exactly.
Ask them what they need.
Right.
Your dumbass friends, they don't know.
If you give a fuck,
your dumbass friends don't know. Okay, they don't fucking know.
Yeah,
They
if you
don't
give
know.
a fuck, pay attention.
Ask that person that's right in front of you. So we be in spaces, they be like, well, women think, no, fam, shut up. There are women right here. If you want to know something, ask them. They're here. Ask the women that's right here in front of you. You see what I'm saying? Well, men be like, no, it's men right here. Ask the men. Ask the man. So either you gonna confirm what you know or deny what you know at the same time. But you'll get it. If you want to know something about a man, ask a man. If I want to know something about a woman, I ask women. I shut the fuck up real quiet and ask questions and
But
listen.
see, now you know what's crazy? Because 9 times out of 10, we got so many hurt people that with these past relationships, and they carry that into new relationships, and now you're carrying all that hurt and shit, and then you're automatically sabotaging your new relationship or whatever you have with somebody now that you 50 shit is coming from. To be honest, in my opinion, I feel like
that part.
If I'm a dumbass, I ain't running around with smart people 9 times out of 10. 1 time out of 10, I might be running around with some smart people. But 9 times out of 10, I'm running with the same kind of dumbass as me. So if I'm taking the cues from their dumbass, we got a whole dumbass soup sandwich together,
right.
And we all retarded. Okay? Ain't nobody got those things. It's dumb. It's not dumb and smart. It's Dumb and Dumber. The movie Dumb and Dumber. Okay, so they both was dumb separate, and then when they got together, they were dumber. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, nah, most times that shit, you know exactly what that is. You ain't gonna be talking to somebody that's smart, that's gonna hold you accountable for that dumb shit you doing or dumb shit you talking about. Yeah, when I was coming up, if you wasn't taking care of your children, and that crew found out about it that I was running with, somebody was fucking you up, man. That's it. They was you couldn't come around. You couldn't come around. Because if you came around, you know exactly what it was. Because we was rolling with men. I was rolling with men. I was a youngin' running around with men. So that influence in regards to manhood, I learned from men. I learned from life lessons from men. So
yeah, but there's none of that's very slim now. That manhood is very slim. Same thing with the women.
Yeah, the category in between now is young cats who was traumatized, they got locked up young, and they home, and the jail culture go from one space to the other with them. So the person who changed the age, they ain't changed life experience. They ain't changed life experience. Life experience for them was getting locked up. That was their coming of age. That was their manhood space. So they come back home and they idolize for being locked up. They not shunned for being locked up. Ain't nobody telling them like, yo, fam, that was some dumbass shit. You over that. Let's deal with life.
Nah, because niggas out here talking about some.
It's recidivism.
Listen, niggas is out here celebrating them. This man that killed 45 people. You out here talking about some free slim. Why? Right. This nigga killed 45 people. Free him. I think that's the dumbest shit to do. That irritates my soul for somebody to be, yo, don't free my man. This nigga didn't kill
somebody
a whole
marketing
village.
That shit. Yeah, somebody's marketing that shit and somebody getting paid off of that. So these are the same people who got influence in regards to how you see yourself and then how you see who you in relationship with or who you in relationship to. So there's the same people with the same goal and the same agenda. I tell you, this is a 104-year-long agenda. 104 years. So everything else has been affected by it throughout the years.
Yeah.
Jazz, you had something else on the Ratchet docket?
So I was coming across a post that I saw on my timeline. Somebody was talking about Red October, running the red light, menstrual, raw sex. Me personally, we're not about to fuck up my sheets. No.
They made towels for that shit. Put your face
You not about to fuck up my nice thread count towels neither. The fuck you think this is?
Put your face in it and praise the Lord, okay?
I'm crying. You ain't got no peroxide.
Get you some of that holy water, okay?
Peroxide, get you
some. Ew, that is disgusting.
Put your face in it.
Crying.
Don't
put your face in weird, honey.
Don't just put your dick in it. Put your face in it. Get baptized.
He a freak.
Okay?
I'm not putting now. If y'all want to put y'all just Dollar General towels down, by all means, but it won't be on my motherfucking towels.
Put your mouth on it, okay?
There you
put
go.
your
You
mouth
make it
on
work.
it any other time, okay? Get powerful, okay? Get powerful.
I tried. I'm gonna keep it a band. I tried it one time, and I did not like it. I did not like it. I didn't like that.
Look, so either you ovulating or you're menstruating, okay? Either you're ovulating or you're menstruating, and when you're menstruating, somehow, some way, your sexual appetite does something, okay?
Yeah, it does.
Yes, okay. So it's not.
But that doesn't mean
not
I
fake.
want to do something.
So what you didn't like about it? That's what I want to know. Like
nothing. I don't like that. First of all, the fact that
you understand?
Yeah, all of that. I just didn't like it. It wasn't for me. It's not something I.
Put your mouth on it.
I'm with that.
I don't know about that mouth, but
hey, you can boy, what?
Put your mouth on it.
But
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know around that time that is the point where that is the where you feel the most horniest. I get all of that. But baby, no.
You can ease some of those cramps. You can ease
and then the blood good for them too. Yes. The blood good for the men too. Because it got stem cells in it. Mm-hmm.
Call me the day walker, goddammit. Call me Blade. That motherfucker.
Okay, that's witchcraft. That's some witchcraft though. Ladies,
so let me, so I'm not a scientist, and I'm not about to be in nobody's lab putting nobody's stem cells or nobody's crying. Fuck out of here. It's a no. It's a no.
I don't think you're applying yourself smoking.
And this is a common issue. Maybe this class ain't for me. Let me reschedule.
it's some witchcraft, sis. It
definitely is, but I ain't with it.
Mm-mm. And just off some, y'all know I'm the coochie scientist. Okay, so we got the copulins. We talked about that, but the stem cells though. Going to their brain, and then how to talk to them, boy.
What I'm gonna say.
Have a nigga doing what you need them to do. Okay,
that's how they built the pyramids. Okay, you thinking about the pyramids? That's what happened.
They was drinking.
And what about you? Because drinking the blood and built. What you say?
Yes.
What you say?
That be my most.
Oh, look, she came alive. She came alive. You understand? She said,
"No, for real. I don't know about y'all, but right before the period, throughout the period, and like a couple days after the period, be the most.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fight it. Look, you see, she's sweating.
That is the highest chance.
I know that look.
I don't know nothing about no mouth down there. Don't put that mouth down there on that blood, but
like I said, I tried it. I just didn't like it. I did not like it.
Put the towel down there.
I mean, so if you're doing that, you might as well get pissed on.
What? I don't know about that now.
You putting liquid on this nigga? You putting blood stems and shit on this motherfucker?
If that's what you like to do.
Y'all.
You can nut on me,
it's
but
not
I don't
a
want
thing.
no
it's not a thing, Jazz. Like
if we in the shower though, you might could piss on my feet or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll take some shit.
We fighting. You piss on me and we fighting.
But anywhere other than that, you might could piss on my thigh in the shower. I might not
squirt on me.
I'm saying
anywhere else
on me is like a victory lap. Like, okay, like you know, you did the Lord's work. Like you squirted on me, like you squirted multiple times on me. Like, yeah, yes, that's just exactly what happened. Like it resurrected me from the dead. Do you know what that does?
Yeah, that's just the one. Cross that off for me. I can't.
You was like, damn, you built another house outside? Yeah. Like,
I just can't.
Okay.
I'm an open person, but that one I just can't do. I don't like it.
Try it.
No spaghetti.
Again.
I did, and I didn't like it. I did.
Again, one more time.
Hell no. Oh no.
Hey, look. See, I think that goes to the, not you specifically, Jazz. Don't cut me. All right?
I'm not.
It goes to how we are not acculturated to what our traditions are. Your traditions are supposed to tell you certain things. You're supposed to know. I knew when all of my children happened. There was no surprise. There was no I need to pee on the stick and all that other shit. I knew from my ejaculation, you're pregnant. I knew it though. You understand what I'm saying? Like I knew it. I was like, yep, you're pregnant. You're pregnant. So it's like, what? Whatever. How you know? And blah, 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 blah. I knew it though. Like there's a space of being in tune. I know the cycles, all of that, like the calendar, all that bullshit, whatever. I know the cycles. I know when the cycles switch. I know all of that. So if you're not in tune with any of that, you miss that. So there's a space for it though. Like there's some shit you need to know. There's things that you need to be paying attention to. There's things that you're supposed to be paying attention to that matter. That's the thing that matters. And then there's we don't know much about that. Like you heard Mama OD, that's a light drop. Like there's a whole thing about it that she knows and that she teaches on. There's a whole thing about it. And because you don't have those kind of village in your life, you don't have those kind of women, you don't have those ones that be able to acculturate you about what the magic is that comes along with that. You look at it like it's a burden versus a superpower. So you don't know your superpowers out here walking around. So you just out here. You literally just out here because that 104-year indoctrination space that was playing in the equal realm and that fight for equality in a place where you was not only equal, you was God. You didn't have to think about equal. You was God. You were God. That's different. Like, so,
hey, bro.
Go ahead.
Bro, I ain't no motherfucking Avenger, okay? I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I ain't listen.
It's not necessarily just that time. I'm saying your time period about what you want
I get what you're saying.
Manifest in your realm. That's the highest form of place. So if you got a vision board, if you got whatever it is that you looking to manifest, there are high times and there are low times. Yeah. Most of us be trying to manifest some shit on the low time versus the highest high peak, high. Everybody got your attention span.
You speaking my language now. You know, I love talking about that period blood. You know, that's my favorite shit. Because we don't even know we got an arsenal, boy. We don't even know. But that's all right. That's okay. Yeah, we'll find out one day.
Some of that cultural religious indoctrination and start talking that unclean shit and all that bullshit is something that
that's a lie too. If you go to Acts chapter 10, verse 10 through 15, the Lord said, don't call nothing he made unclean. God damn it. That's what he said. I don't know if that's the right verse, but I know it's Acts chapter 10. God damn it. And that's what he say. Shit.
Right.
That's the New Testament, right? Didn't Christ redeem us from all that shit?
Like I know, like don't get me wrong.
Around that time, whatever you touch, whatever you think about is magnified 1,000% than what it would be regular. So thinking about your thoughts, but if your thoughts is thinking about your cramps and the bloating and all this other stuff, then that's what's going to magnify. Versus you could envision your entire kingdom in that time frame and start to pull that shit out of the heaven. That's something different. But we're not taught like that. We're taught to act as if this is unclean, and then they use words like sanitary. That's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So they start.
I mean, speaking medically, I know it's not. I know it's safe to have sex on your menstrual. That's not the issue. Me personally, why I don't like it, because I just don't like it. To me, it's just messy. I don't like that. I just don't think it's.
Get in the shower.
So I'm not even.
Now that I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with that. But to lay a towel down and just no, I'm not with that part of it. No.
I'm not even just talking about the physical act. The physical act is the physical act, but I'm talking about the power to bring something out of your mind into view. That's what I'm talking about. Like in that, like, so if the Christians that's covered by the blood of Jesus saying that there's power in the blood, then there's fucking power in the blood. Don't play the fucking game with me. All right. Like, so if you talking about if there's power in the blood, you singing that shit and you drinking that shit on communion, there's fucking power in the blood. So why aren't they honoring the mother of God that gives you the power in the fucking blood?
Yeah,
Stop
we all the
playing
period that never
with
came,
me.
right?
Yes.
Communion either.
Just a big ass blood clot with bones. Goddamn it. That's it.
Mama,
fellas, you eat her body and drink her blood. Okay, you eat her body and drink her blood, fellas.
Right.
You eat her body and drink her blood.
no sir.
Okay.
Hey,
That's
you
how
know
you worship.
something.
That's how you worship Christ. You eat her body and you drink her
That's
blood.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, he trying to tell y'all something now. He trying to.
That's too much for me. That's too much for me. That's
You
just
eat
too
her
much
body
for
and
me.
drink her blood.
That's too much for
Yes,
me.
Lord.
Oh,
That's the only
Who does it?
cannibal that exists. That's the only cannibal that exists. You eat her body and drink her blood. Okay.
He said he a coochie warrior.
No, we ain't.
I'm not gonna play with him today. Boy, yeah, that's some witchcraft though. It's deep. It's some ancient shit. You know, they done.
It is. I just ain't
They
with
done
it.
took all the. They done took all the good.
That's where the
all the good
vampire shit
knowledge.
came from. Y'all talking that vampire shit and witch shit and all that other shit. Look, you better stop fucking playing.
That's where that blood of Christ shit come from.
Yes.
Too. The same
Yes.
damn thing. That's exactly what they talking about.
That's why
Adam
his
and Eve biting the apple is
right. That's
fucking.
why his
all of that.
His mother and his wife had to come claim his body.
Messing
That was
with
the
the
only
blood.
people that. Yes. Yes.
all right.
Yeah,
Jazz, is there anything else on the docket?
The last thing was
I opened up. She's like,
So the last thing was I had came across somebody talking about how oral sex is now the leading cause in throat cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
we have
well,
gotten up and we have
have
came to
mercy,
the
me.
point where you can
If you
get
don't
throat
mind, let me clear my
man, listen,
throat.
you can get throat cancer from lots of things, okay?
But it's actually now it's the leading cause of it right now. That's where everybody is getting. When you have throat cancer now, that is the main cause.
Guess we going to Dr. Sebi Village. God damn it.
HPV. So you can get. They're getting these warts in their throats, and you know.
Yeah, that sucks. What? Who got it? Crystal Alkaline Dola. She got the oil and all that now for it. Listen,
where's she at? We need her. Tell her stop playing.
Matter of fact, what is y'all take on giving oral? Because there's some women that don't like to do it. Or some women that claim they don't do it or ain't never did, and I think that's bullshit. Me too.
Whole throat opened up on their ass.
Okay.
Niggas don't know what to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about hawk
did you not hear me speak unto you these holy words?
I studied my craft before I started doing
it. Period. Okay. Yes. That part.
Period.
You ever had an orgasm from sucking
Yup.
dick before?
Sure have.
Yeah.
Sure have.
Glory.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna to be honest with you. There's many times where I prefer just to do that. Like I don't even want you to do nothing to me. Like
that's the mistake where the snow.
Spicy.
There was no snow in your driveway. Okay, there's no. You do not come home.
And then I like an audience. Like when I ain't going front. Like when my husband, I like a motherfucking audience.
Okay, you do not come home to snow after working your day. Okay, like the pops are clear.
For real, that's how you get men to do what you need them to do, man.
Oh shit! Like, I'm about to work this 85 hours.
All right, but if it's gonna lead to throat cancer, I'll quit.
I'm going.
Well, that's if you out here just throat going everybody, but
die.
not your who you doing.
Fuck it.
I'm about to go
gonna
work
die.
This
Write my obituary up. She died with a dick in her throat. God damn it.
If you out here just doing it to any and everybody.
Right.
But,
that's exactly what that means. If you just sucking random dicks.
Right.
But you know, it like they say, it ain't a disease on the planet that a herb can't fix. God damn it. Science, medicine, they can do all types of shit if you know where to spend your dollars at.
It's a whole science to that. You first of all, you got to know how to breathe through your nose. That is the most important thing. You got to breathe through your nose because then you got to know that because once you do know how to do that during it, you can talk during it while it's in your throat like that. I'm trying to tell you, I done had a whole conversation with my husband doing it. Yeah. Whole conversation.
Yeah,
so now, look back to that right there. When you start talking about bringing your kingdom of heaven in that space, and he's fixated on it, and he's talking that back to you, that's a different thing. That's the world's coming together, and that's you and him cutting off the learning curve. So we're doing this with intention. So this thing is happening with intention. Y'all in tune together to build y'all life out. Like, okay, we living in the billionaire space. Don't you fucking even ejaculate without us having our mind in tune in that space. For the reality that you want to create that exists in your mind. So, okay, that's a point. Now think about the high point. High points is something different. High points are something different. This is why these folks are studying the stars and the transits of the planet and all of that, because they plan in that way. They plan one way in the new moon, and they plan another way in the full moon.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of that, you have the new moon and the full moon in your house. You got God in the flesh in your house. Why are you not honoring her in that way? You missed that. You looking for some other shit. You looking for some shit in the sky, and the thing in your house, in your bedroom, really looking at that. You're not honoring her in that way. But you want her to honor you in that way. You start talking submission and all this other bullshit. But you are not equipped to deal with what's in your life. So, I'm good on that. Dumb shit. But I know we need to wrap. So Miss Ann's could go be mother God to her mother God children. All right. Miss Ann's, what you got to say before you go?
I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna. I study your craft before you perform. They'll love you long time.
What happened?
They'll remember you long time.
Study
your craft before you perform.
Some people don't even gotta even study. Some people just have it naturally.
Okay, girl.
Something for the culture.
Okay. I had to practice a little bit because it was my first time.
That's now that you mentioned. Do you remember the first time you did it?
Yes.
The first time I ate some pussy? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't have to study. You just went down there and did it, huh?
Yeah.
I wanted to see because let me tell you something. When I said the right woman / good woman to change your life, she changed my life, and I wanted to try to reciprocate. I wanted to try to reciprocate the reciprocation, and she guided me through the process of the process. And then she gave me some notes and some pointers and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm looking for constructive criticism and the feedback. So I want to know the truth.
Yeah, I asked questions after mine. Like, I did a survey. Well, I mean, I guess you would call it a survey. I did a survey.
Look, Jazzie, I told you I devoted a time period in my life where I just went on a fact-finding mission, okay? As a sexual archaeologist, because I was late to the table, okay? I was late to the table, and I wanted to know and understand what was going on in regards to that space, because I couldn't call myself anything and not know that component, because I understood averages and percentages. So in that percentage space, I wanted to know what the percentages was. So I got the truth, and nobody will tell you. Like a black woman to tell you, like, "Hey, fam, you fucking up," or "Hey, that was good," or "That was okay." Yeah. So I had to divorce my ego, learning my craft. Okay, Miss Ann, talk about learning your craft. I had to learn my craft and know that my craft and needs had to be fluid and customizable, not just okay. I've been doing this like this and blah blah blah, and nobody else had a problem. Don't be a dumbass, okay? Learn who you with. Learn who you with, and understand that you need to be customizable. You need to be adaptable in the space. Okay, you can't just be like one trick pony, one shot pony. That shit don't work. No. Right. No. And that's what I learned. I learned from experience what it is, and then asking open-ended questions.
Right.
To get to the truth. Okay, this is the truth. And I had to take some motherfucking notes and learn my shit. So
okay.
When I approach you, I'm approaching you with you in mind. Okay, I need you to squirt on my face. So
right.
All right.
I might need you to fuck my throat. I don't know, but I might need that.
Glory.
Okay, because that's what I tell my husband. Go for what you know. Treat my throat like it's that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you.
That we need to do a class then, because the bitches stay asking me, Mama Odie, when you gonna do a class?
No,
I'm like, y'all gonna have to pay me to watch me gag on some nigga on camera now.
Oh, let me tell you,
y'all gonna have to pay me.
Infuriated me, Mama OD, because this girl, we was having a conversation. The girl was like, "Oh no, I ain't never did that. That is so disgusting. I would never degrade myself and." Degrade yourself.
All right. Woo woo.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations, bitch. I'm biodegradable.
Okay, congratulations. You're fucking boring.
Okay.
Like, you're boring. Like, what do y'all do? Play patty cake? What the fuck y'all doing in there? Like, what is going on in there?
Boring and shit. I'm telling you, I be getting on it. Y'all be like, y'all hoes vanilla as hell, mad that nigga cheating. You don't even suck dick.
That one.
You don't know how to cover your teeth up with your lips or how to open your mouth enough or how to use your
Get the
tongue
grape
and your
fruit out. Get
jaws.
the fucking fruit roll up out.
Nothing.
How about this? When he cheat with a bitch who don't suck dick. So.
Oh Lord.
That's something else.
So we not. So nobody sucking dick.
No, well, listen, that. Well.
Oh, okay.
Well. That's a whole nother section of niggas and cheating. Okay.
Stupid.
Is that next Wednesday?
Right. Why motherfuckers cheat? Yeah, we could definitely talk about that. Because it definitely ain't all about sucking dick. We know that. But
it depends on people's cheat.
Next week on next week's show.
Next week's masterclass. Why people cheat. Let's say of the Lord's. Okay.
Nasty work, indeed.
Glory, through the
all right. So,
there.
Final remarks. We'll start with Mama OD. Okay, Mama OD. Final remarks.
I just want to say I love y'all.
Constituents.
Yes, I just want to say I love y'all, first of all. And thank y'all for just bringing me into this. Y'all don't know I needed this right here, okay? I needed this whole little vibe, okay, in my life. So I'm so appreciative of y'all. And for the public, listen, go learn about some herbs, goddammit. Get the fucking, have a good time.
And
Stop
not oregano, bitches.
No. And not oregano.
Oregano.
No, that Reggie. Oh, I'm not finna play with y'all today. Yeah, that's all I got today. You know, I
already gave my final words. Give him
again, Miss Ann. Goddamn it, stop playing.
Learn your craft before you
look at the camera. Look at the camera.
But you sound, you know who you sound like when you just said that? Okay, don't judge me, y'all. Y'all sound like that. You sound like that nigga from that porn Hood. Y'all watch Hood? When he be like, look at the camera, make it nice, y'all. Make it real nice.
That probably was me. Shit.
Was it you?
Don't be fuck around and find out.
And find out. That's it. That's the one. Go ahead, Jazz. Final words.
Final words is don't be out here sucking random dicks because you're gonna get HPV in your throat. And for the ones that's fucking on y'all period, don't put down your good towels. Put down them Dollar General ones so you could throw them out. And yeah, 50-50, ain't no 50 cent, ain't no G unit. It's 100%, period. And that's it.
Just period. KB, come on, give it to us.
Right.
Take your ass to the altar and get your communion. Eat her body. Pray. Drink her blood. Right. Eat her body and drink her blood. Okay.
Damn and rice ass niggas.
Yes.
Goodness will be with you for all the days of your life if you follow them commandments. Eat her body and drink her blood.
You're going crazy if you do it, but
you interview with the vampire ass niggas. No,
yes. Yes. Somebody has to do it.
So I mean, okay. So hold on. Before we hold on, I got one question.
Court say hell no. Court, bring your ass. Goddamn it, bring your ass to the
child, please.
That we not be drinking no blood. No, you drinking that blood? You
Yeah.
No, Court ain't doing that.
I'm a day walker. Call me fucking Blade.
I'm weak.
Yeah.
So we out of here. Put
Dang,
your right
Jack,
hand
get
up,
that good question.
Put your right hand up, put your left hand up. Save it for next week. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Ratchet.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Big knots, big figures, big shots, big time. On the clock with my big watch, non-stop. He wanna cuff this shorty, my big boss, big deal. Hella sex appeal. Pussy crazy on a honey, he got a bad, he want it. Got your guy lost, he wanna lick up all this honey. Got you hoes mad when you see me, you see money. Evil swag, I keep that thing in a Burberry bag. What you mad? Get out your feelings, get your rags. Stack up, my circle small, we finna act up. 32, 25, 39, I'm with it. Been had this fatty baby since I left my mama's belly. Been on this ball shit since I left up out of Cali. Took a break, vacate, now I'm about to get it. Real shit, solid 100 proof, you can feel it. Bad bitch to CEO, I'm that boss, I'm still a baddie. Queen boss, I'm about my paper with the shit, if you cut me show. Don't give a damn if that's your man's, fuck your bro code. I'm about these decimals, queen boss, independent, big business, queen boss, queen boss.
Big money boss bitch, yeah, from the projects, niggas know I'm taking off. Hey, yeah, I like to do bean when I'm in a 2-piece, yeah, I like to shake in songs. I'm getting to this money, I ain't worried about a bitch. I ain't gotta rob a nigga, I ain't gotta do a stick, I ain't gotta do fraud, I ain't gotta suck a dick, I ain't gotta beat a bitch, I'm a different type of chick. Whoa. Getting money, bitches by the boatload, they faded on the nigga, only focused on it, big bro. You a boss bitch and your stack tight, you better smack a nigga with some act right. Put the pussy on him, get it cushy on him in the early morning, I bet he act right. You know I'm with it. This for them bossy chicks and they with the shits, I know you feel it. You know we in the game, we in Switzerland and we with it. Bad bitch about big bread, you a bad bitch and you bossy. Get a bad bitch cause you bossy.
Queen boss, I'm about my paper with the shit, if you cut me short. Don't give a damn if that's your man's, fuck your bro code. I'm about these decimals, queen boss, independent, big business, queen boss, queen